loves, welcome back to Kersten Safford Art. Today we are gold panning. So I am going to get the water going. We are in a drought right now, so I'm going to be reusing this water here in my garden tonight. It's all hot water that's been in the hose all day. So what I'm using here, this is just a 28-gallon tote. And you can see that I have brought out something to put my gold in. And I have Paydirt here from a friend who has a mine in Arizona. And I only use metal pans. I'm old school. If you don't want to use a metal pan, you can use one of Garrett's green plastic pans. It doesn't really matter. It's all preference. For me, the reason I always go with the metal pan is because I like to hear the shiny scrape against the bottom of the pan. You know, that's a good indicator, and that's what I like to do. Okay, so we are just about to where I want the level of water to be. And I'm gonna take my pan. You just want to test it, make sure it's gonna fit. Fits just fine, lots of room to work. Okay. So then I always keep a film container, or this is a diabetic care, but it's the same as the film container. And then I'm gonna take my first bag and dump it into the pan. So this is how much is in each bag. It's not very much dirt, but it's fine. So I'm gonna step behind here and hopefully you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing. I always hold the hole of the pan to the top facing me because I work away from my body. So you just want to get water in, swirl it around. What you're looking for is you want to settle all the gold to the bottom of the pan, and you can hear it scratching around the bottom of the pan. Now I always work really gentle in the first couple of steps just because I don't want to throw out any gold that may have not settled down into the pan. So what I'm doing is I'm essentially just cleaning it so I can see what's in the pan. So gold is 30 times more dense than water. It will always go to the bottom of the pan along with garnets, lead if you're doing like a creek bed. Okay, so I got it washed and I got it sorted down. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna gently wash that top layer. So it's a backwards motion, and that backwards motion grabs all these heavies and these bigger rocks and it pushes them towards the pan. And the gold is going to be along the back end of the pan as you're going along. If you get a little nervous that you're getting rid of too much material, that's an easy fix. You just shake that gold back down into the pan. Now you can go in and pick out the bigger rocks if you just want to get those out of the way. I always do a quick dip in the water in the pan. I do hear gold. I can hear it at the bottom of the pan. I should hear gold because it's a Paydirt bag that I got from a friend. We'll see just how good it's going to be. You don't need a lot of water in there at this point. Just patience. And all you're doing is you're watching the rock float off the top and the back of the pan for the gold to start to appear. I could do this a lot faster, but I'm just doing this for demonstration for you guys. See, it's a backwards motion. In, wash, out. In, wash, out. And then you just shake it back down. Oh yeah. So there's gold in here. Now we just have to capture it. Okay? So just shake it back down. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay, now the gold is resting in the crook of the pan here. And you just want to do a backwards wash. Oh, once you can start seeing the gold color come out, you want to wash it back down again. That's all you got to do, is just keep washing back and forth. It's very calming. I enjoy this a lot. You know, I've been panning. My dad took me out panning, I think the very first time when I was about 12 years old. So I'm just going to take all these rocks out. Then, when I drove tour bus in Alaska, I actually taught people how to gold pan. It was pretty fun. And that's kind of where my love for teaching came. One of the ladies who taught me, her name was Yukon Yolanda, and she was in Fox and Fairbanks up there. See, I just pour that off nice and gentle. Now that we're getting down to the fines and the smalls, I'm just going to wash very gently. You see that backwards motion, and I do see a piece of gold poking out there on the side, and then right here and right here. So that means I got to shake it back down and then just gently wash. It is windy out today, you guys, so I'm hoping that you're not catching a bunch of the wind noise. So it's just that back and forth. And I'm not worried if I lose a couple pieces here and there, because it's not going to come out of the pan. I have the ripples to stop it if it does. See, and then I just shake it down. Now, the next step, what I'm trying to get to is the black sands. Okay? So I just keep doing that. Nice and gentle. I'm letting the water do all the work. And because I'm holding it up at chest level, I'm not having to bend, so it's not hurting my back. Now I'm seeing the gold start to appear right along the whole entire base of the pan, okay? So I still want to shake that back down and then hold it in an angle while I shake it down into that crevice. Now, if you have a metal pan, what I like is you can take a hammer to it. Oh, there's that black fine sand coming out and the gold. So what you can do is you can get a snuffer and you can snuff it out. I do everything the old-fashioned way. It doesn't require any mechanics. It doesn't require any tools. Let's see. Now I gotta wash that down. So this is what we have out of the one pan. So I'm gonna go ahead and pan 2 or 3 more bags, and then we'll get a final tribute of gold. In fact, I'm not even gonna take this gold out. I'm just gonna dump the next bags in on top, because we want that big show off at the end. Okay guys, I am gonna go through this. You can see the gold from the last, and then I added 2 bags of Paydirt right on top. Bye-bye. Okay, so now I'm just gonna sift it down, and I'm gonna go through this super duper fast. Okay. Okay. Now gold is gonna settle to the bottom of the pan. You want to just use that side-by-side action. Just shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 and once the water starts clearing up and you know you're getting close to being able to get that panned, okay? So, I know the gold's on the bottom. Now I'm just going to start washing. And because this is in a tote, if I miss any gold, well heck, I can just dump the tote out, dry out the dirt, pan it again, or just pan it wet still. So I'm using the force of water separation. See all the gold up through here. Okay. So we are just going to shake that down into the crack, and then we're going to start panning off. And remember what I said about watching the back. When you see gold start to appear, then you want to take it back. Just like that. I think this is called speed panning. Now, these big rocks, they're a problem. They're in the way. So, what do we do with the big rocks? We just dump them out. Hope there's no gold stuck to them. Okay? Almost done washing. Shake that gold back down. You're using the power of the water to pull that top layer of rock off. Okay, now is the point where you go slow. You watch for the gold to start appearing. Once it starts showing up, you just shake it back down. See, these rocks are annoying me. They're going bye-bye. Okay, shake the gold back down. Back to using the water. Okay, starting to see the gold come out. Or seeing the gold appear. I am confident in my abilities. So I just keep washing. Just using that water to wash off the gold. Get that back down in the pan. Okay. Now the fun part is the wash off. The final reveal. Okay, we have a minute. I can do this. Okay, so you're going to take your gold and you want it to be farthest away from you. You want just enough water in your pan to cover the dirt and the gold. You want to shake it real good, get it all down in that corner, and then you're going to roll the water around. I think I have too much water. Okay. You're going to roll the water around, and when it hits the gold, you bring it back, straight back towards you. Hit the gold, straight back towards you. Not perfect, 100% clean. Oop! Almost dumped a couple nuggets out there. Rescued that one and that one. Okay, so now you can see that is a nice, good looking pan of gold. If it'll focus. It's probably too shiny to focus. Okay. Pretty awesome stuff. Thanks guys for sticking around. If you learned anything or just are excited about gold, leave a comment below. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, if I should do more like it, and keep on rocking. Okay, if you can't tell, I am out in my shop right now, and I have cleaned out my pan. Now, you know, if you have some gold pieces that are super duper small, you can see they will float right on the top of the water. So a trick you can do for that, I'm trying to show you that piece right there that's just floating. What you can do for that is get a dry finger. Make sure your finger's dry and clean and that there's no gold stuck to it. And then you just press down on it until it goes to the bottom of the pan, and then wiggle it over to a dry part. Okay, let it dry half a second, and then use a dry finger to pick it up with. Now you can see that little shiny on the end of my finger right there. See that gold? Okay, so that is just going to be dropped into my gold container, and to do that I'm just going to give it a tap. Sometimes it takes a harder tap for it to fall off. I can't do it with the camera in my hand. Ah! Okay, so this is all the gold I have from this one, and I'll go ahead and keep it, and I will refine it, meaning I will clean it and get rid of all the black sand that's in there when I get ready to sell it. So there's a guy in Layton where I take my gold and turn it into cash. So it's an assaying office, and this is good quality stuff. So I will leave a link to Elijah's store. He does not have these always available, but when he does, I usually buy a couple. So always very impressed with the quality of gold that comes out, and being that I'm disabled, it really offers me and affords me a chance to do something that I love. And then just a little quick sneak peek of what's coming up in Rockin' Raccoon Rockin' Crystal Market for this week. We have, I don't understand why my camera doesn't want to focus anymore. Here we go. We'll have a bunch of slabs this week. And so anyways, be sure to follow me and have a super awesome day. Thanks, guys. Keep on rocking.